Hey guys, I found some amazing research. Flat Earth and a dome and a simulation is all real. So I'm showing you this picture here because when other researchers, like for example this guy's just AI, computer generated, but I'm using him as an example. When they show and tell you about these amazing discoveries, they show you pictures like this. And so, yes, there is a flat Earth and a dome over our Earth. Now, I'm not going to show you evidence like I normally show in pretty much all my other videos. The reason why I'm not showing you evidence is because when you listen to people that tell you when they don't show you evidence, most people seem to now believe those people as opposed to me when I show the evidence, because I get people telling me that I should go and listen to the other people that don't show evidence, whereas literally all my videos show evidence when I'm talking about something. So now I'm just going to say, yeah, we're in a simulation, we're in this, we'll make up some crap, because I can do this and you'll all believe me because I'm not showing evidence. Mainstream archaeologists have messed up once again. So here's an article. Ancient Greek civilization rewritten by 250,000 years. That's 250,000 years. That's a long time. So the reason why I'm showing this is because they didn't realise that people could use tools back then, 250,000 years further back than what they peer-reviewed first thought. And now the reason why I'm saying this is because I get people saying to me that my research, which actually doesn't make any mistakes, my research should be peer-reviewed. If it's not, therefore it's going to be wrong. And I'm just pointing out once again that your little mainstream with the same peer-reviewed people still make mistakes. So it's probably easier to follow me and get the real information than it is mainstream, as I keep saying on all my videos.
Statements made by a child recalling a past life can vary widely. Dr. Jim Tucker, interviewing a young child. Possible statements a child might make. You're not my mommy, daddy. I have another mommy, daddy. When I was big, I used to have blue eyes, had a car, etc. That happened before I was in mommy's tummy. I have a wife/husband/children. I used to drive a truck, live in another town, etc. I died in a car accident/after I fell, etc. Remember when I lived in that other house, was your daddy, etc.? Once the university gets involved, they study the child and conclude if the child is recalling a past life. These cases typically involve children spontaneously recalling detailed and specific information about a life they purportedly lived before their current one. Here are a few examples of the cases studied by the University of Virginia. James Leininger. One of the most well-known cases involves James Leininger, a young boy who claimed to remember being a World War II pilot. He provided specific details about his previous life, including the name of his aircraft carrier, the names of his fellow pilots, and the location of his death. Researchers were able to corroborate many of his statements with historical records. Ryan Hammonds. Ryan started having nightmares about a Hollywood actor's life and death when he was 4 years old. He claimed to have been an actor named Marty Martin, who died in 1964. Ryan's statements about the actor's life were remarkably accurate, and he was able to recognize people and places from Marty Martin's life. Chase Bowman. Chase began recalling memories of being a soldier in the Civil War. He provided specific details about battles, units, and names, which were later found to match the experiences of a soldier named John Gordon. Hypnosis cases cover alien abductions. The most famous is the story of Betty and Barney Hill. In 1961, Betty and Barney Hill, an interracial couple, claimed to have been abducted by extraterrestrial beings while driving through the White Mountains of New Hampshire. They reported seeing a bright light in the sky that seemed to follow their car. Later, they experienced a period of missing time and could not account for a significant portion of their journey. Upon returning home, they began to experience disturbing dreams and emotional distress. Seeking answers, they underwent hypnosis separately with different therapists. During these sessions, both Betty and Barney independently recalled being taken aboard a UFO by non-human entities. They described medical examinations, communication through telepathy, and being shown a three-dimensional star map. Under hypnosis, Betty drew a map shown to her by the aliens, which she claimed represented a star system. Later, a schoolteacher and amateur astronomer named Marjorie Fish attempted to match the map to known star patterns. She identified a configuration that seemed to match Betty's description, a group of stars in the Zeta Reticuli star system. The Hills account gained widespread attention and is often cited in discussions of alien abductions and UFO encounters. While skeptics have proposed various explanations, including sleep disorders and false memories, there are too many coincidences that suggest they did have something happen. It's funny how when mainstream wants hypnosis to work, they will claim the hypnosis worked, but when it's subjects they don't want us to know about, they claim the hypnosis might be false memories or other excuses. One notable example is the case of the serial killer Ted Bundy. Investigators used hypnosis to help witnesses recall details about Bundy's appearance and activities, which contributed to his identification and eventual capture. Let's look at the Harvard Gazette paper on a story of someone hypnotized after an alien abduction. Mark H. claims he was abducted by extraterrestrial beings. According to his account, he vividly
It's time for the Nephilim to return. The time has come. They will invade your...
The lady was just saying the giant Nephilim will return, but here in the Book of Enoch and the Book of Jubilees, it's basically saying that the Anunnaki tried to wipe them out. And when I say Anunnaki, we actually have proof. Here's ancient texts here talking about, this is just one of many, that predate the Bible, literally saying that they're going to create a flood, and then a bit later on they're going to tell Zazudra, which was Noah, to build an ark, blah, blah, blah. So we've got Nephilim returning according to that lady, but that means Jesus coming back isn't such a miracle then, if the Nephilim return back from dying after being in a flood. But that's okay, because Superman and Batman obviously returns as well. But we do actually have all the evidence we need in this video here. So if anyone's interested in it, go to YouTube and type in "Proof Anunnaki Were Here," and that will answer everything you ever need to know. There's a lot of videos going around similar to this which show sort of dinosaurs or giants or things like that, and this is just literally computer generated. This one's done by Runway AI, and as you'll see, you can literally type in what you want, whether it's black and white, colour, dinosaur, not dinosaur, and it gives you a 4-second slow-mo video, which gives you the idea that it's fake. So if you ever see, obviously of course they're fake, but yeah, so don't fall for it and share and like all that with these other videos. No point.
And after many years, two old guys in their 80s revealed that they were the ones.
What a load of rubbish. So here is a carving in wood that was then talked about in a paper back in 1678. So unless Doug and Dave had time travel machines, they didn't do all of the crop circles. Now, if you actually look at Dr. Levengood's research, he shows with evidence that the crop nodes are superheated. In other words, the knuckle part of a crop is superheated from the inside with a microwave. Doesn't mean someone goes out with a microwave. It means whatever the phenomenon is, superheats it and it bends the node, as opposed to a plank of wood which flattens from the bottom. But of course, let's not have evidence ruin a good fake story like that person was saying at the beginning. And of course, there was crop circles all over the world as well prior to Doug and Dave. And some simultaneous at the same time. So well done, Doug and Dave. You're geniuses in time travel.